You talk about Lebanon capabilities and Iran being up here and Gaza being down there, but in a way,
Did you see any surprises in Gaza?
surprises.
Yeah.
Like the intelligence surprises.
Pages, walkie-talkies. Do you know how many treated equipment do we have in these countries? You don't. I do.
You mean
I do.
You mean booby-trapped equipment
Not only booby-trapped,
and spying?
manipulated equipment. All right?
In which countries are you talking about?
All the countries that you can imagine.
I hope you listened carefully to that. That was Yossi Cohen, a man who served in Mossad for almost 40 years. In fact, he served as Mossad's director for some time, suggesting that the Israeli government has rigged devices to explode all across the globe. So, of course, it's a reference to the Israelis using cell phones or were they beepers? They were beepers as explosive devices in order to target Hezbollah. And what you just heard Yossi Cohen say right there is like, yeah, we've done this all across the globe. So you might remember that last year, the Israeli government actually did detonate rigged pagers in Lebanon. So Cohen states that he was behind the development of those rigged pagers. By the way, Netanyahu made a disgusting joke about it during his speech before the UN General Assembly. He thought it was funny. It's not funny. And he states, Cohen states he's behind the development of these rigged pagers. The attack killed innocent people as well. They like to make it seem as though, it was like so smart, targeted attack. We went after these Hezbollah terrorists, and that's it. But the attack on Hezbollah took place on September 17th of 2024. Over 3,000 people were wounded. 12 people died. 2 of them were children. Not that Israel cares that they were children. They don't care about human life at all unless it's an Israeli, but doesn't seem like they care too much about Israeli lives either when you consider the Hannibal Directive and the way the IDF prosecuted the genocide in Gaza, where they ended up killing Israeli hostages immediately without asking any questions. So one day later, rigged walkie-talkies exploded elsewhere in Lebanon. 25 people died and over 600 people were injured in that attack. But most, but not all, of the casualties and injuries were members of Hezbollah. But the point is, you have all these explosive devices going off in a sovereign country. The people that you're targeting might be Hezbollah, but you don't know if they're around a bunch of other people. And so all these innocent people end up getting killed or severely injured. So they rigged the devices. And while Cohen considers that attack a success, he admitted that he believes Israel has badly failed in a different battlefield. Let's take a look at what that is.
And you talk about the 54-1 TikTok ratio, so 54 pro-Palestinian TikToks for every pro-Israeli one. And I wonder,
that's the number. I thought it's higher on the Palestinian side.
Yeah, but either way, it's a huge overmatch. So you've got all the cool kit and the cool stuff, but they've got this incredible propaganda campaign that has you portrayed as genocidal and apartheid and all that sort of nonsense that comes out. Now, I'd make a case, I think, that Israel's international isolation is almost as much, if not more, of a security threat than certainly Hamas poses right now.
Of course it is.
So how do you account for such an enormous success on the physical side, but such an enormous defeat, I think we can say, on the propaganda information war?
We didn't fail. We just don't do it.
Didn't try.
Okay, we didn't even try to do it.
You guys are terrorists. There's no way of winning the propaganda war when you've live streamed a genocide for 2 years. The rest of the globe is not like you. The rest of the globe sees those Palestinian children and they see them as children. They see entire bloodlines of civilians wiped out. And they look at you as terrorists because that's what you are. It's not because you haven't tried hard to bankroll propagandist influencers here in the United States. It's not because you haven't tried hard enough to censor Americans who are critical of Israel because they have enough moral conviction to feel the kind of disgust I feel every day when I see aerial images of Gaza leveled, when I see Palestinians in the West Bank get terrorized by these disgusting terrorist Israeli settlers. There is no amount of propaganda, pro-Israel propaganda, that is going to help clear the image or reputation of the Israeli government. There's nothing you can do. We know too much, we've seen too much. And that's what really boggles my mind, that they don't understand how evil they are and how they come across to the rest of the world. There's no amount of Emily Austins, okay, like airhead bimbos that are gonna convince the American people or anyone else across the globe that what Israel has done in Gaza is just, is moral, is good. Sorry. What's so pathetic is that they don't see it. They literally don't see it. They think they're the good guys. They're so brainwashed, they think they are heroes. But Yossi Cohen is not a hero. He is a terrorist. I don't even know if I want to go to the next video. I can't stand these people. Afterward, he complained that when the Israeli government does good things, they never get credit for it, including bombing Iran. By the way, let's just watch the video and I'll give you more.
Every time that the credit is going high, let's say after the pages, it crashes immediately down. We've done something very nice in Iran. I mean, because we had to, let's say, destroy the sites. I mean, it stays there at the beautiful, positive PR for
5 minutes.
5 minutes, few days, boom, it crashes immediately down. And now we have to negotiate with Iran. The good things that we're doing, not only for the sake of the state of Israel, but I think that the good things that we're doing for the world would stay there for short. Why is it? Because the huge quantity of people will counter that.
You're not doing anything for anyone in the global, sphere at all. Please stop trying to convince people that Israel's atrocities are good for the globe. They're not. In fact, let's talk about what Israel's atrocities have done for the world, okay? They've led to mass migration, refugee crises, which of course impact all sorts of countries, European. I mean, think about what they were trying to do with the Palestinians. They were trying to get the United States to negotiate with countries like Somalia, for instance, to take in the Palestinian refugees from Gaza. They want to commit war crimes. They expect other people to pay for those war crimes, both in the form of the bombs and weaponry and in the form of the aftermath of those war crimes and land theft and empire building. You're not doing jack to make the lives of people in this world better. This is an expansionist project on behalf of Israel. That's all it is. And the fact that this guy sees himself as a hero makes me sick. I did not expect to get as riled up about this, but I hadn't seen those videos ahead of time. I read about them. And just the way these people view themselves is so gross. But if ever they see this video, which I hope they do, I doubt they will, but I hope they do. I just want them to understand, because maybe people don't tell them. So let me tell them. You're terrorists, and the world hates you. It's that simple.
Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.